Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hildy's Cafe. I'm Hildy right there behind the camera. Oh, excuse me, my hiccups. I don't know what's been going on lately, but apparently I'm full of gas. Anywho's, aside from that, we are going to explore a U.S. MRE single meal menu number 16, a chicken burrito bowl. And it was manufactured, or packaged, we should say, packaged on the 83rd day of 2022. There's the date code right there. All right, let's get this opened up and see what we've got going on the inside. I did not cheat and look at MRE info for what the contents were. I want it to be a surprise like you know. And if it's not a surprise, well, it's a surprise to me anyway, so a surprise to me. I think I can get this. But I have to bring it closer to me so I'm not whacking the camera. There we are. Look at that. It was packaged by Ameriquil. So it is double bagged. The new ones aren't double bagged. The back side of the new ones are kind of flimsy like this, but can you get them open without a bomb? Of course not. You need a real sharp knife. All right, here's our main, and it's pretty stiff. It's a chicken burrito bowl, which was the 40th day of 2022 at 11:52 p.m. And here is the heater sleeve and all the ingredients. I'll just hold that still for just a moment so you can pause it and take a look at the ingredients. And so far, this does appear to be a gluten-free main, which is nice, but I'm sure the rest of this is not. Like this next snack is recovery trail mix with pretzels. And of course, us celiacs, we know pretzels, well, they contain wheat. So you don't have to worry. I took my enzyme so I can eat this. And if you're seeing marks on me, don't worry about it. My skin is turned thin, and every time I bang my arm on something, it just kind of peels the skin back. And the big marks that you see were me putting Band-Aids off, taking Band-Aids off, and then they rip my skin further. I just don't get it. And no, I'm not on a blood thinner, and my doctors aren't understanding it. I'm not understanding it. That crazy noise that you hear is I'm kneading up some cheese spread. A little 1 ounce package. And then this also comes with whole grain tortillas and a lemon lime flavored, no fruit juice. It's not even an isotonic drink. It's just basically it has sugar, maltodextrin, citric acid, a little bit of salt, artificial colors, sorbic acid that gives it the tang. So does the citric acid, and food colorings and soy, which is kind of like a soy lecithin is kind of a thickener. Silicon dioxide, dioxide, that's an anti-caking ingredient. You can find that in your already pre-shredded cheese. And what else do we have? A toaster pastry, chocolate chip. If I'm going to taste all these, I'm going to have to take my enzyme. And here's some powdered hot sauce. I really wish they still gave these out. But I think they only do that in the cold weather rations. I don't know if they do it in the super modern ones. But the case that I purchased, all the hot sauces like that. Oh, and looky here. your beautiful brown, as Shelley would say, but as I would say, your basic U.S. military issue MRE spoon. And I guess it doesn't have any coffee because there's no hot beverage bag. And this is your FRH, aka flameless ration heater. When this gets in contact with water in between this fill line and that fill line, it creates a reaction and it causes this to heat up and it heats your food. Kind of like a portable microwave. I absolutely love it. Let's see what this meager accessory pack has in it. And I do mean it's meager. With the newer rations, a lot of them, they took out the coffee and I don't get it. But here is our Lighthouse fanny wipe. So when you have to go out in the field, you know, you don't have to be a bear and use leaves. You can just use that. A moist towelette for before, during, or after your Lighthouse fanny wipes. And if you must start a fire to burn everything up, here are some damp climate matches. Let's see if they work like they say they're going to work. They're white tipped. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, they work. Fan-freaking-tastic. Love it. I love it when they say they do what they need to do. And of course, the Forever peppermint gum that I don't usually eat after my meal or showcase. I think we all know what chiclets taste like. And here's our little teeny tiny package of iodized salt. So that's it. And I'm going to put you guys on a quick pause. And we're going to get this all out on a tray, eating device, whatever you want to call it. Be right back. Alrighty, we're back. Everything's out on the tray. Let's get this lemon lime flavored no fruit juice a little whirl. And I don't know if you remember from videos past. This is the, let me put this over here for a second. This is the water fill line. And when you're out in the field, just to get the right amount of water, fold it over, score it with your thumb. And then when you open it up, you don't have to kind of go back and forth from the inside to the outside to see exactly where the water is. I don't know if you can see that line. I think, well, dag nabbit, Hildy. There's a line down there that you can see, kind of where I'm pinching with my thumb. See that line? It goes all the way across. You pour your water in there, and it calls for how much? 12 ounces, which is about a half a canteen cup. But what I'm going to do, so we can all see what's going on, I'm just going to go ahead and just dump it right here in this pint glass. Which, of course, right up to the rim is 2 cups, which is 16 ounces. So just below it should be about a cup and a half. It's 12 ounces. And of course I'm spilling. Go me. That's about right. We're going to leave it right there. And we're going to wipe up my water mess. I'm either banging into the camera. Oh, look at that blue piece of food coloring right there. Oh, isn't that funny? I guess it's blue and yellows, you know, because blue and yellow makes green. Give this a really, really good mixy mix. Make sure all the sugar and maltodextrin dissolve in this. Eventually, I'm going to get used to this camera placement, and I won't bump into it, so you won't need Dramamine. We're going to let that rest and sit over there for a few minutes. And then we're going to tear into this recovery trail mix with pretzels. I'm back. I had to pause because I had to take my enzyme so I didn't get sick because of the pretzels in here. So those of you with celiac disease or any other food allergies, save your money, save your research. I found an enzyme that works well for me to help digest the wheat, rye, barley, and malt. And, oh, we don't want this. This is a do not eat, and you do not want to eat that. I don't know why you don't want to eat it, but I follow good directions, and if it says do not eat, I'm not eating. But like I said with my enzyme, it helps me digest the wheat, rye, things that are gluten. And it took me a lot of money, a lot of research, a lot of time, a lot of gastric upset, and a lot of potential danger to find the right enzyme that worked for me. Please don't do what I do. Live through me, live through my description. And I have a really wide palate, and I know what tastes good. I know what doesn't taste good. So unless I'm in the kitchen cooking, MREs usually are not gluten-free, and I don't want to cause you any harm. That's why I don't divulge what I take, because I don't want it coming back to me that you guys got sick because the enzyme did not work for you. So live vicariously through me and let me do this dangerous stuff. Oh, this is heating up quite nice. It's not quite screaming hot yet, but I did put the... Oh, ow. Ow, that side is flipping hot. I have the tortillas in here. Let me mix this around a little bit. There we go. A little bit of water spilled out, but, it's just water. It's all right. Little H2O never hurt anybody. Why don't we try some of this trail mix? I see a cashew. I see a pretzel. I see an almond. And there is a peanut. And I think that's all that there is in here. Kind of wish we had a little bit of cranberries, but I understand why they put the carbs in there. And it's for quick energy. Why don't we give this a taste? Yep, it's very crispy and crunchy. Well, it's nuts and pretzels. I mean, what do you expect? The pretzels are very, very lightly salted to the point that they really aren't salted at all. And the nuts, no. The nuts are not salted at all, so this kind of makes a bland mix. Very dry, very thirst-provoking. I'm very thirsty eating. Where's a peanut? I get very thirsty eating this. Let's try another bite, and then we'll try some of this lemon lime. Makes me thirsty. Cheers, everybody. I like this much better than the orange. It's really good. Before I forget, I want to wish all you mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. Whether you have two-legged babies or four-legged babies. A mom is a mom regardless. You still have the worries, you still have the love, you have the concern. I never was blessed with two-legged babies. I let my sister do that. And I'm the fun-filled aunt. You know, I give them an espresso and a puppy and I shake them up. Give them a bubble gum machine and send them home. That was the best part. All right, let's try this toaster pastry. I wish I had a bowl and some milk. That's the best way to eat these. I learned that in high school. One of my friends in band, she played the flute right next to me. I was in, she was third chair and I was second chair. And first period was always band, and she'd bring her breakfast, which was this, and a little container of half and half. Or milk. And she'd eat it like cereal. It's chocolatey without being over sweet. I'm not sure if Kellogg's made this or not, but this is not bad. I'll eat it today. I'll eat it tomorrow. I'll eat it on a boat. I'll eat it while floating in a moat. I will eat it here and I will eat it there. I will eat this everywhere. Yum. But yes, it's thirst-provoking. I love that word, provoking. Washed it all down. All right, I'm going to put you all on a little pause. Let this finish heating up. And we're going to crack into it. See you momentarily. All right, this has been stewing for about 10-15 minutes. I do believe it's ready. Yeah, the tortillas are pretty warm. And yes, I did put the cheese sauce in there so it'd be a little bit more spreadable. In the chicken burrito bowl, it is it's 227 grams, 8 ounces at 260 calories. Protein is 19 grams. Carbohydrate is 40 grams, so it's really heavy carbohydrate. It'll give you that energy that you need, and the protein will help you with your muscle recovery. Oh, it's hot, 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 hot. Did I mention that these newer FRHs, I don't know if they redid the formulary for those heater packs, or maybe they just work better when they're fresher. Those of you that are recently out or still active duty that belong to this channel, let me know if they improved the FRHs. I can't seem to find that kind of information on the Google or any part of the internet. Let me see. One more. Ha! That didn't work. Let's try it. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's get this dumped. Well, you want to see it? It smells really good. It smells like a Mexican restaurant. Taco truck. I was gonna buy myself a truck and turn it into a gluten-free, you know, where you can get hamburgers and hot dogs, pies, cookies, cakes. But with my disability, the Navy called me permanent and totally disabled, so I'm not allowed to earn a regular type of income. YouTube income is just fine, but oh, and for that, I can't wait. I'm up to 248 subscribers. At 300, I'm going to do another homemade 24-hour MRE giveaway. And then I'm going to do it again at 500. And at 500, I believe I can do a live stream. And that's where you guys can ask me a whole bunch of different questions while we're enjoying an MRE together. And at 1,000, I can open up a storefront, have a Patreon page. Rations aren't cheap, especially the ones that I purchase from overseas. I did get a really good one from a Kazakhstan ration. And when I do that ration, I will link the eBay seller in that. He's actually stateside, and yes, his rations are a little bit more expensive, but you pay a stateside and not overseas if you're ordering to the States. You just pay regular shipping. You don't have to pay the international shipping. And also, the really good part is Customs does not get into this and steal your stuff. And he has stuff from the Mongolian army, the Thai army, Singapore, China, Japan, everywhere. So when I get that ration done, and it should probably be out sometime next week, I will link his eBay store in the comment section or the description section, and you can start shopping from him. And he does wheel, he does deal, but don't undercut him. You know, we're all trying to make a living. All right, let's give this a taste without anything on it. It smells good, it looks good. There's beans, there's rice, there's little bits of chicken. I smell onions and peppers too. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Let's give that pinto bean a big old chomp. Those of you with celiac and are familiar with Amy's frozen line of food, this tastes just like their bean burrito. Really good, really flavorful. Not as spicy as I thought it was going to be, but it sure heck is better than Taco Bell. I mean, a lot better than Taco Bell. It actually has flavor, texture. It has a lot of good cumin, garlic. It's really quite tasty. Let's put some cheese on this tortilla. It's oily because it's separated because I heated it up, and after it got off of the heater, I didn't knead it as well as I should have, but that's all right. Let's see a little bit of the powdered hot sauce, not too much. For me, that's pretty good, but you know, I can handle my spice. Every year I make spicy jams and jellies, and it's usually habanero, Carolina Reapers, ghost peppers. And it's a lot hotter than the Tabasco jelly. And it's really good on crackers with cream cheese. That cuts some of the spiciness. All right, let's give this. I know it's a burrito bowl, and then they give me tortillas. They don't. Well, this is a makeshift bowl, and it did rip. Look at that. Well, guess it doesn't matter what side I bite. I'm going to make a mess. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. That's really good. The cheese, I'm not so much of a processed cheese person. The only time I eat processed cheese was when I'm eating a ration. Very plasticky, very creamy, very milky. It does taste like Velveeta or a store brand American cheese. Again, I took too big of a bite, so it's kind of hard to talk. Take a drink of this. Well, I was supposed to play bingo yesterday at the casino with a friend of mine. I'm not sure what happened, but it didn't happen. But I do have a funny for you. How do you get an old lady to cuss in church? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone know the answer? Well, the answer to that question, how do you get a little old lady to cuss in church? You get another one to holler, bingo! Yeah, I'll go back to my corner now. Not only is it Mother's Day, but, you know, got to throw a bad dad joke in there every once in a while. You can't let the dads be lonely on today, even though February, or not February, June, you get Father's Day. That funny noise, that was Jenny. She's coughing and hacking and pretending like she has a problem. So I can turn around and feed her some of this. That's pretty good. Well, my hands are messy. I'm going to finish all of this off camera. I know you don't want to listen to me chew and talk funny stories. But as I'm doing this wet nap, I'll leave you with this funny Navy story. There was a slacker. He outranked me by just one rank. I was an E3 at the time, and he was just barely new petty officer. No, I was E2. He was E3. He would put his polyesters and his cottons together. And my boss made him tag along with me for a week so I could square him away and teach him how to shave and wear his uniforms correctly. One time I was working on this really, really important job, and this kid was getting on my nerves. I think he was breathing on me or something. We were just exchanging too much similar air. Well, my stepdad taught me a lot about being in the Navy because he served 2 years in Vietnam on the USS Rowan. No, he served 2 tours, which is 8 years during the Vietnam War. And he told me a lot of different stories. And so I sent this guy on a wild goose chase. I sent him to the flexible hose shop. That's where you can get any kind of hose that's bendable, you know, anything from you know, a water tube, a water line, a hose, anything flexible, something for electricity, you know, to cover electrical lines, anything. Well, I told this kid, I said, you know, I need 6 feet of fallopian tubing. I kid you not. I sent him for 6 feet of fallopian tubing, and I did not want to see his face until he got it. I did not see that boy for a week. Because once you start sending somebody in the Navy, especially when you live on board ship, I'm going to try this again, these nuts. They understand, and they keep sending them from shop to shop. And in fact, some of the shops will invent shops that don't exist. So they're looking all over the ship for a particular shop that doesn't exist. And they're gone for hours and hours and hours, and then you can get your work done. Yeah, it was kind of mean, but, you know, as part of the tradition of being in the Navy, you know, when you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, and, you know, you don't have yourself squared away, you get sent on those things. And it's designed to help you grow up. So on that funny note, I only have one more thing left to say to you guys. Simple, it's easy. And, you know, I've been out and about all day today. I'm filming this around 6, 7 o'clock p.m. So it should be online about 9 or 10 p.m. Mother's Day, Sunday, May 11th. I was wishing every woman that I come across, I stopped what I was doing, even in traffic. I rolled the window down and hollered over to the person next to me, you know, roll their window down. I wished people, random people that I didn't even know, a happy Mother's Day, whether or not they had babies with 4 legs and a tail or 2 legs. And there was only 2 women that were together that I think I might have startled them because they weren't used to strangers reaching out to them and being, well, you know, be nice. And that's exactly what I was doing, as I was being nice. And the fortune cookie that I got today said that I'm going to spread joy very soon to some close friends. So as soon as I opened that fortune cookie, I called my best shipmate. Then I made this video to wish all you guys, gals, I should say, all you gals, a happy Mother's Day. And just be nice. It's so simple. It's so easy. It makes that other person feel good. Makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. And I think this trend is starting to catch on because some of my real close friends now are making it a habit of being nice. And I think that's terrific. So just be nice. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to enjoy it. You're not going to see me enjoy it. I'm going to just stop the video right now. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love you all. Happy Mommy's Day. And I'll be back later with another ration. Bye-bye.